Hi, friends. This is a Kiss for Luck, a special edition, a New Year's 2026 edition, in my backyard edition. So it's going to be a solo broadcast this time. I hope everybody has a wonderful 2026. If your 2025 sucked, hopefully you get rid of that, and the good mojo is going to start right now. So let's try to do that. As you can see, in Southern California, there's actually hills back there that are in shrouded in fog, and you can't see very well. And it is raining right now out there, so that's why we don't have racing in Southern California. I wish we could figure it out. I wish we could talk to PETA and say, okay, it's okay. Horses don't mind a little bit of rain. It's gonna be okay, but we don't. So that's what we're stuck with. Meanwhile, at Aqueduct, they're running in the snow. That being said, we're going to get to a few picks here. I'm just doing a quick little show. It's going to be about 10, 15 minutes, and I'm out of here. We will be back next week with my lovely bride, Charisse, and my wonderful friend, Mike. And we are most likely going to have a fourth person uh, to be determined at this point. We have a few names out to people, and they promise they'll come on next week. So you can look forward to that and tune in next week. Okay, let's go to Oaklawn today. There looks like some good racing there, and obviously there's always good racing at Oaklawn. So let's do the late pick four. It's a 50-cent variety, and it starts with a claiming $25,000 race. I am going to choose the one Tell Me When with Christian Torres on board, and the three Demi. I don't know if that's for Demi Moore or whatever. It says Divine Success. I don't know. Maybe Demi Moore has had Divine Success. Why not? So I've got the one, the three. I like the seven a lot at 10 to 1. This is my play in this race. It's been off for a little bit since October. Fairmont Park was the last time it ran. It had a nice second, three-quarters of a length back, and Ty Bacon's jumping on board here. Summer of Mischief, that's the seven horse. And that will do it for a race eight, or seven rather. So I'm going to go 1, 3, 7 in the first. The eighth race, I'm going, and this one is an overnight stakes. It's $135,000 called the Oaklawn Sprint, or sorry, Oaklawn Sports Overnight. And I really like the two Nerozuri, and that is Mark Cassie and Torres again on board there. Cassie, since coming down to Oaklawn, is 50%. 7 out of 14, not too bad. You got to pay attention to him. I think you remember on my broadcast before when we were talking about this, Cassie and these guys love to come down south and in the warm weather and try to take some money. So it's not super warm in Oaklawn, but still, you get the point. He's coming down there to win, and he has. So he's at 50% right now. So I've got the two Nerozuri and the favorite, Lemon Zest, with Pratt on board at 7 to 5 with Brad Cox, because you can't leave Brad Cox out of anything. And it's a Godolphin horse. It's Brad Cox. It's Pratt. You've got to. I don't want to take a stand with him though, because I think we can get a decent little price on the two and blow this thing up a little. So in the ninth race, it's a claiming $32,000 race. Pick as many horses as you can in this one because it's going to be a tough one. I chose 2, 3, 4, 8, 11 in this one. And if you can throw a few more in, depending what your budget is, go for it because I think it's a wide open race. Out of all these, I kind of like the four French horn. Again, Cassie and Torres. Yeah, you're going to see me picking them a lot down at Oaklawn. They're 30% together right now. At the end of the day, they could be 40%. So that's my picks for that race. And I finish it up in the 10th race. It's a maiden special weight $100,000 race. This one, again, I'd love to take more than three horses, but the budget doesn't allow it. I mean, sure, I could make this a $200 ticket if I chose to. This is a $45 play, by the way, today. And at Oaklawn, we've got the two Sky High Angel, the seven Moneta, and the eight Like a Diamond. Ty Bacon on board on that one. Jamie Gonzalez is the trainer. I think that's a sneaky good play at 12 to 1. That's the one I'm going to play across the board 12 to 1, the eight Like a Diamond. So in that race, I've got 2, 7, 8, and that's $45 for that Oaklawn Late Pick 4. And if we get any prices in that sequence, I think it's going to pay rather well. So I went to Gulfstream originally, and this video was supposed to be a Gulfstream video. I was going to sit on the patio, show you how lousy it looked in Southern California and how rainy it is, and do the Gulfstream. So I'm going to do exactly what I had planned to do. So it's Gulfstream starting in race seven, the late pick four. I love doing the all turf pick threes, but they don't have one today. And oh yeah, by the way, that all turf pick three I gave out for $54 last week, it hit for $108. And you ready for this? It was a, let's see, an 8 to 5, a 5 to 2, and a 5 to 2. And you doubled your money. So there is always value in that pick three. So if you get that $3 pick three and you've got about 70 to $100 to invest, invest it. Because you're if you hit any price, if I hit any prices along that sequence, it probably would have had a comma. So it was $108 with really nothing. I got second favorite, favorite, and it paid 108 for a $54 ticket. Okay, so Gulfstream in the seventh race is $96 play at the late pick four. It's going to start on the turf, allowance $25,000, 7.5 furlongs. I always like that odd distance there at Gulfstream. Not many tracks run 7.5 furlongs. They'll run the 8 furlongs, of course, and they run the seven, but not 7.5. But Gulfstream does. So they started in kind of an odd spot. The start and the finish line is down past, where the normal finish line would be. So you're coming a little longer. In that race, I like the two, Don't Splash the Pot at 10 to 1 with Meneses on board, and Sweezy is the trainer. He is a sneaky good trainer down there. The three, Double Neat, which sounds like a cocktail I had last night for New Year's. We've got the two, the three, the four, Storm the Streets at 9 to 2 with Velasquez on Dutro's horse, another invader from the north. And the six, Two Beers by 10. I love the name. I mean, you got to bet it just because I'm sure there's plenty of guys that have 2 beers by 10. I am not one of them, but, and that's the six horse. The seven is Just for Luck, and that's Alvarado for Dutro. So Dutro's got a barn going down there. And I've also got the nine Berlone, which is Gaffleone and Clisaris, Steve Clisaris. That I think that should wrap up that race. But if you're guessing it's open, it is open. So I went the 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 9 in that first leg. In the eighth race, we have Florida bred incentive type of race. It's called the Cash Run, $175,000 event. It's a one-turn mile, and the horse I like is on the rail, Vita Mia, and that's Alvarado and Armando de la Cerda. They're coming. They tried Churchill. They like Gulfstream. They've finished 3 out of 4 in the money with this horse at Gulfstream, and all ungraded stakes and maiden special weights, so very competitive at this level. They went to Churchill and tried a grade two. Spit the bit. That's okay. At least you know where your friends are, and they are back with their friends. So I think that horse is very competitive. The one at 6 to 1, the five at 6 to 1 I like as well. Nikon, and it's not like the camera, NYCON, but this is Whit Beckman is the trainer with Torres on board, that the aforementioned Torres. Uh, he's been running at Churchill in competitive company up there, a fourth and a first by 4 lengths in the mud. So if we get a little bit of moisture down there at Gulfstream, it can only help the five Nikon. At 6 to 1, I think that's a heck of a deal. The six Jetties home with Gaffleone and Safi Joseph. I mean, you just got to put in Safi Joseph no matter where he is and what he's running. So I like that one. That horse has done pretty well. It's won $100,000 already, and it was a $2,000 purchase at auction. You gotta love that. Basic tipped in October 2024. I love stories like that. So hopefully you can continue the good luck and been training well, of course. The seven Chicane. This is another Safi Joseph. So what did I do here? I went the Safi Joseph favorite and the Safi Joseph price because I think they're both going to be competitive in here. And he draws a Rat Ortiz, who's 31% down at Gulfstream. So you kind of figured he would be. And he gets a little sun and fun down there at 70, 75 degrees. The ninth race, it's a $100,000 handicap race, mile and an eighth on the Tapeta. And this one is I didn't go too terribly deep here, but still think it's competitive, and that Tapeta, you just never know. You gotta put horses that like the Gulfstream Tapeta, and I did that. The two, Danson and Dixie. Bobby DeBona's got that horse. Uzziah is on board. Used to be trained by Mark Casse up in Woodbine. Well, DeBona's got it down here, and it's an Ivorone horse. So he and his wife own that horse. It's 5-2, and the horse is it likes synthetic up at Woodbine. And oh yeah, by the way, it's won twice, 2 out of 2 here at Gulfstream on the Tapeta. So that's a good thing. Uh, I also put in the 5 at 15-1 Oshala with Morelos on board, the 6 for flying Velasquez and Graham Motion, and the 7 Arad Ortiz and Jose D'Angelo Mamma Bella. Again, all these horses have shown synthetic form and or like the synthetic at Gulfstream. And oh yeah, by the way, the 5 Oshala is 3 for 6 as far as wins go on this course, this Tapeta at Gulfstream. And it's run all its races at Gulfstream. So it's a homer here. Again, they paid $1,500 at auction for it. It's won $100,000 already. Why can't me and Charisse get horses like that? That'd be awesome. But anyway, the 10th race is the Dania Beach, $175,000 race on the turf. And I scaled down a little bit here because I think there's a couple of standouts in my opinion. Whit Beckman has Red Ortiz on Honey Dutch. That's the 5 horse. I like that one a whole lot. I think this one fits very well into this level. And the 7 Glorious Boy, Carlos Martin and Romero Mirage. I don't think it's Rajiv anymore. I think it's Romero. Anyway, those are the 2 horses I like there. I almost wanted to single the 5, but I put the 7 in just in case. And if the 7 wins, we get a little bit of a price, so that'd be kind of nice too. And it's shown some good form on turf. It's stretching out to a mile on the turf, but I think it can get it. So that's probably why it's 7-2. So that's my play. It's a $96 ticket there. It's $45 at Oaklawn. And I wish you all luck out there. Charisse is off camera here, by the way, because she couldn't just throw on a sweatshirt, Del Mar sweatshirt like I did. And are you gonna try to get on camera? Oh boy, look at that. Okay. All right. Well, you got her in her jammies. That's a rare treat for everybody out there. That's her handicapping glasses she had on there. Anyway, and there's our jockey out there in the yard. So hopefully you saw him. He's holding the lantern. He's doing a great job out there making sure to keep the coyotes away. Anyway, that's it for us. Set a kiss for luck, and we wish you luck. See you next week when we've got the whole crew. Have a great day. Win a bunch of money.